Good afternoon. And this is one session which is quite important, or a point where everything is, for the past 3 days, is culled into and put it in statements, as he rightly said about. This was a very gigantic and difficult task to put it in one sentence, though the one sentence is very the compound sentence, let us say, where you have so many things incorporated. So I don't take much time, but each theme had 5 sub-themes, and each of that sub-theme, one sentence recommendation, not recommendation, but a vision to enhance the status. But before that, we thought we start with what is the futuristic vision of academic libraries. There's one statement for vision and another for mission, and I would read out very quickly. Academic libraries as gateways to knowledge for university and college faculty and students should make a positive difference in the lives of the users, and that impact should be assessed and recognized. That is a general vision statement. The mission statement is academic libraries should be actively made to participate as a collaborative partner of the teaching programs, and faculty should incorporate the library component in their pedagogy. This is the mission statement. And all this will be emailed to you as told by Professor Majumdar. The first one is the futuristic vision of academic libraries. Under that, the first sub-theme is status of academic libraries. We have taken the status of present, then desired, then I am not presenting the present status and desired status. I am only presenting how to enhance that present and desired status, because this one statement is going to take care of the present status and the desired status. The develop and adopt standards and guidelines for quality indicators, update skills and competencies required to remain current with emerging trends and the newly established quality indicators, and rewrite job descriptions to take these into account, which can be achieved by increasing the library budget at least to 5% of the institutional budget. This is one statement we tried to make in this. The other one is digital libraries emerging dimensions is the one. Under that, greater shift to digital needs, more ICT infrastructure in libraries, including training of librarians to support students and academicians, is one statement. User-centric services. The library professionals should be required to undertake continuous professional development, and this should be reflected in their job descriptions and evaluation of their performance for promotional paths. A proper staff development should be in place to support the futuristic vision of the academic libraries. Knowledge society, future of print. A selection of required print materials available in the library should be digitized within the constraints of copyright and placed in course management systems to encourage the reading of the printed materials from which digital portions have been made. Intra and inter-institutional networking through development and adoption of appropriate standards and protocols for interoperability and sustainable business and service model for public good. That is emerging technologies. This is the second group which has recommended on the technology integration, infrastructure and policies. Appropriate policies at the federal and state level supporting legal and sustainable equity of access to the technology as well as content through network centers of excellence. The library management system, e-learning and e-tutorial systems. Under this, the guidelines and mechanisms for adoption of robust open, modular, multilingual learning model systems that is capable of meeting the demands of the users within an integrated library system. Mechanisms and policies for integration of LMS, VLAs, intranets, and the web in general. This is two sentence statement. The content development infrastructure, policies, copyright, and standards for integration at institutional and national level is required. Digital repositories and content development. Need for quality control standards, new skill sets for librarians, close cooperation with faculty, scholars, and other university units, copyright and new business model, and integration through standards and policies. Example, to create new publications in collaboration with the university. Collaboration in knowledge access and management. The libraries and publishers should evolve a mechanism at federal and state level to identify and adopt healthy practices for purchase of information objects and to sustain access to information. Copyright and open access publishing, self-archiving policy. Publishers should allow the authors the right to self-archive their publications in institutional repositories. Society and scholarly communication. The central and state ministries responsible for libraries and publishing industry should work together and develop a mechanism for free, open access to scholarly information for the benefit of all the stakeholders. Value for money and return on investment. Publishers, vendors shall adopt fair trade practices in marketing information objects, including electronic resources, by reducing the cost and increasing the sales capacity. Legal deposit, electronic publications, pricing model, and digital archiving. Publishers shall supply designated libraries a legal deposit of all e-publications purchased, and in the case of other online publications, they should be deposited in a repository with controlled access. And the last one was the libraries, publishers, vendors negotiation forum. A consortium of consortia should be created under the National Commission on Library, the proposed National Commission on Libraries for acquiring information products under a single window system, which will help both the libraries and the publishers. This is the last one, the change management theme. Reviewing LIS education and training regularly and instituting continuous professional development programs of various kinds to be conducted by Department of Library and Information Science and Department of Computer Technologies. Standards, best practices, academic library governance. The respective monitoring and funding bodies like UGC, AICTE, NCERT, and National Library Associations should take up on priority basis the work of formulation of standards, see that they are scrupulously implemented. Building talent in academic libraries. Special efforts to encourage, attract, and retain talented young professionals, like instituting motivation awards, scholarships, promotional avenues, mandatory training programs, and staff exchange programs should be made. Advocacy, marketing, and promotion. Value-added services and strategies of academic libraries with the help of agencies like Friends of Library Associations, etc. Information literacy, faculty-library relationship. Information literacy programs should be designed in LIS schools and libraries for different types of users, and faculty-library relationship should be close and directed to enhance use of academic libraries. This is a broad observations, one-line sentences, but they are not, as was rightly said in the beginning, that they are not resolutions as such. They will be made into resolutions, And other thing is they will be used for creating a roadmap for the academic libraries from where to go, and that direction of the libraries. That is one aspect which we have to do it based on this particular feedback. And I was just given 15 minutes to try to make this presentation. This is a consolidated wisdom of the team coordinators and members of the team, and we only tried to coordinate and then also consolidate all these issues which is placed before you for consideration. Thank you.